It's alloys. Right? Alloys is also a homogeneous mixture made up of metals and metals or metals and non-metals. So alloys are homogeneous mixture of the solid solute to the solid solvent. As I told here, see here, as I told here that this is copper metal foil and zinc metal foil. As I have mixed them physically, right? So you can see them separate as a heterogeneous mixture. But if the chemical reaction takes place, if they are given heat, at high heat, these metals will start melting, and with the proper method, when they are mixed, we get a new type of alloy made up of these metals. You might be knowing about the gold used in the jewelry. The gold which is used in the jewelry is not pure gold. It is 22 carat or 18 carat or less than it as per the customer's need. But the pure gold is of 24 carat, and carat is the unit to measure the gold. As we measure the certain physical quantity like length in meter, weight in kilogram, right? Temperature in Kelvin, time in seconds. Like this, gold is measured in carat. So, how this gold for jewelry purpose is prepared? So, proportion of gold when mixed with little amount of silver or little amount of copper, then 24 carat is made to 22 carat or less than this, and this is called alloy of the gold. You might have seen the brass at your home, brass that is pittar, some yellow color utensils you might have seen at your home, right? Yellow color utensils, ghada, tapela, pawali. You may ask to your parents what is pittar. Pittar is, right, loto. So pittar is actually not a metal, but it is a mixture of metal that is called alloy. Brass, its English name is brass, and it is made by the mixture of a very good thing. See here, as I am explaining again and again. This mixture, this copper foil and zinc, when heated, when they melt and when they come as a new product, then this is the brass. This two metal when mixed, but in that the proportion of this copper is 70% and proportion of zinc is 30%. When these two are chemically mixed, then you will get an alloy that is the brass alloy, and it is a pittar. You ask your parents to sew the pittar, that is vessels of the brass, right? So this is about the alloys. Now please come here. As I told, solution, mixture of solute and solvent. Now how we will be able to come to know how much amount of solute and how much amount of solvent is there in the solution? Because we come across different types of solution, we come across different types of mixtures. So we need to know about their measurement. So measurement of the solution is done in terms of concentration. Concentration of the solution. And when I say concentration, that it is measured, it depends on the amount of the solute present in the solvent. Now, amount of solute in the solvent, it means when the solute is more in the solvent, then it is a concentrated solution, and when solute is less in the solvent, then it is considered as not concentrated or less concentrated solution. Let me give you example here. Please, while I am doing activity, you just listen to me that at your home, your mother is using the Harpic or some other sanitary cleansing material to clean the washrooms, basins and all sanitary objects and sanitary places. By the use of those Harpic, they contain the acids. Now you all know that acid is not worth for using, but acid which is present in it, it is diluted acid, not concentrated. What you mean by diluted, I am explaining here. Here you see the copper sulfate I have added, and I am adding water to it. Now see here, I have taken 3/4 of the, not completely but little less than 1 spoon of copper sulfate solution in the beaker of 100 ml, and here you see the same size of beaker is there where I have taken 2 spoon of copper sulfate solution. You will identify the color. Can you see the change in the color? Right? See, this is a light blue and this is, you can see, a dark blue color. Right? Why it is like this? Now here both beaker, you can see the amount of water is 100 ml. So solvent is same here, but here the amount of the solute which I have taken, copper sulfate CuSO4 powder, is only very near to 1 teaspoon, and in this the copper sulfate powder is 2 teaspoon. So amount of solute is more. As the amount of solute is more, its color appearance is more, and thus we can say this is concentrated solution and this is diluted solution, right? So this is the difference in the concentration and dilution. And so I told that concentration of the solution depends on the amount of the solute which is present in our solution. So from here, what is diluted solution? Amount of water when more in the solution, then it is called diluted solution. So I am giving you an example. The material which is used for the sanitary cleaning, that is the diluted solution, in which only 5% of acid is there and 95% of water is there. So only we can use that, otherwise we can't. In the previous activity, one activity today I told, and at that time I told that I can hold this bottle in my hand and I can pour it in the beaker because it is dilute acid. In this dilute acid, to make 100 ml, 5% of acid is there and 95% of water is there. So now, you have understood that diluted solution. What is diluted solution? A solution in which amount of water is more. As example I have given here, 5% acid and 95% water. So such type of solution is called diluted solution. If I am taking 95 ml of water and just 5 ml of lemon juice in it, then that will also considered as diluted solution. Now next is saturated solution. So what is saturated solution? Right? So in saturated solution, we can say that amount of solute is more and solvent is less. Right? So let us see here what is saturated. Here you can see in 100 ml of water, I have just taken 1 spoon of copper sulfate powder and I have made the solution. Now in this, if I am adding 1 more spoon, 1 more spoon, 1 more spoon, 5-6 spoon, then it is possible to dissolve in it without changing the temperature. Right? So such type of solution in which if I keep on adding and adding 6 spoon, till 6 spoon it's okay. Now 10 spoon, 20 spoon and 500 gram without changing any temperature, then will it be possible? No. It won't be possible to dissolve in just 100 ml of water up to 500 gram or 1 kilogram of copper sulfate solution. So at that time the solute is not able to dissolve anymore. Is termed as saturated solution. And unsaturated means where you can still able to add the solute which can dissolve in the solution. Right? See, you may ask to your mother at home that when she prepare a sugar syrup for certain sweets like gulab jamun or like rasgulla, in that she takes more amount of water and less amount of the sugar. So she can have a dense syrup. Right? But now instead of this, you ask your mother that if amount of water is whatever she is taking regularly, it is same. But if amount of sugar taken by her by mistake is more than the regular she takes, then the syrup becomes dense, thick. It means the amount of solute, the sugar, has become now more, which is not in the proportion of the taken solvent, that is water, and it is not able to dissolve properly. So that is termed as a saturated, where solute is no more able to dissolve and the solute is able to dissolve up to certain extent, then that is termed as unsaturated solution. Right? So these are the diluted solution, saturated solution, unsaturated solution. But this is what we can understand by doing the practical example or by the activities we do. As I gave example of the syrup, gulab jamun syrup or rasgulla syrup, or in the chemistry practical in the chemistry lab. But theoretically, if I want to know whether how far it is concentrated or diluted, then I need to go for the method. And here we have two methods to calculate concentration of the solution. The concentration is actually measured by different ways, like finding the molarity, molality, normality, parts per million, percentage mass by mass, percentage mass by volume, percentage volume by mass. Right? But here, for your 9th standard syllabus, we will discuss percentage mass by mass. So what is the formula here? Mass by mass, it means the given amount of the solute into respective solvent at 1000 gram, that is 1 kilogram, and if I say volume, then 1000 milliliter, that is 1 liter. So mass by mass percentage is calculated by the formula amount of mass of solute into respective mass of solution, and as we want percentage of solute present in solution, we are need to multiply by 100. And in the same way, mass by volume percentage, it means amount of mass of solute by volume of the solution in which the solute is dissolved into 100. So these are the two formulas by which we can get the concentration of the solution in mass by mass percentage and mass by volume percentage.